Okay, the scores we've got here is for France, Joker's Jinx is test 5, 5, test 6, 20. Test 5, 18, test 6, 20. I think I went wrong somewhere there. Test 5, 18, test 6, 20. A total of 112. Bruno Julien scored 19 on test 5, a 20 on test 6, a total of 117. So that's the total that we've got to go for. And Ginger Babe of Miss Lauren, the little English Springer Spaniel, scored a 0, unfortunately, on test 5. And on test 6 scored an 18, the total of 52. And I know downstairs Lorna will be working like heck to get all those together for us, the scores, so we can give you a total for the team. For Switzerland, Steve Gruter with Tani Ralt Black Knight scored 20 on test 5, 19 on test 6, a total of 110. Beatrice Lurcher with Funny Line Field Quest Cheyenne scored a 20 on test 5, a 19 on test 6. Ursula Moile with Chesapeake Gleam of Hope scored a 20 on test 5, a 19 on test 6. That's some pretty good scoring there. Be interested to see the total at the end. Okay. The bonus I have for France is 18, and the bonus for Switzerland 15. And I know Lorna's coming up now with the total scores. Okay. The total for France is 299. We make it that. And for Switzerland, 341. So 341 is the total for Switzerland. 299 is the total for France. At the moment for France, we have, as I say, 117 for Misty Brook Tuscan. Let's see what happens as we go down here. He actually scored a 19 and a 20. So someone's got to score a 20 and a 20 to equal him if they can.
So just to explain what's going on here, imagine we've had a drive. We're doing it in 2 parts. So there are birds down in front, and each team has to decide which dogs they're going to send out first to clear the field on the marked retrieves. So this is the team from Finland, picking up after the drive, sending their dogs out to pick the birds. Again, working in the fodder turnips. The dummies tend to sink into this cover, so not easy to spot. They've got to use their noses. So this is the Black Labrador at the moment, Brookbank Blackbird, goes by the name of Clint. Steady dog this, just working the ground, not rushing around.
Something in the working nurture racing ring. We have it here in the working dog ring copy box. Miss E.A. Hurst. You've dropped something in the working nurture ring.
having a bit of trouble there, trying to locate the dummy. Maybe hasn't gone quite deep enough. It's working well though, and he's found.
Yeah, you are. All volunteers. So, you'll never see happier staffing than you will here this afternoon at the Game Fair. We are running a little bit behind schedule, not panic. There's Battersea can overrun too. The weather's fine, we're having a great time here at the Game Fair. Who cares if we overrun by 10 minutes?
Now, just as happens if you're picking up, sometimes you don't see everything down, and that's the case here. We've got birds that have come down behind the line as well. The dogs haven't seen them, so we're going to ask the team from Belgium in a moment to pick those for us. The teams are being asked to decide which dog is sent for which retrieve. The judges will indicate the area where the dummies are, and then the team decides which dog they want to send.
I go, lovely when you arrived this morning. I said you've got Scrappy from Scrappy.
Now, if you're here tomorrow, don't forget it's the Home International with really good competition. Scotland, Ireland, England and Wales all battling it out. So if you're here tomorrow, do come again and join us for a very exciting day's work. They're just indicating now to the competitors where the dummies are. So the team's aiming to get as many points as they can by choosing the best dog for each retrieve. So out goes the first dog. It's the Golden Retriever going out for the dummy that I believe is on the water. I'm not too sure about this, whether it's on the water or just on the bank there, but boy oh boy, that was quick. So the dog's got his dummy. This is the Golden Retriever, 7-year-old Flying Kangaroo Igor, handled by Niels de Puerta. Next to go is the Nova Scotia Duck-Tolling Retriever. Taken the wrong line at the moment, so he'll need to be pushed way down to the left because it's down near the side of the lake there, somewhere near that life buoy. So out of the area at the moment. When they go that far back, it's a long way to push them down to the left. This is our team captain, Jelle Huismans. He's run before at the Game Fair, 3 times in fact. And this is Hina, 8-year-old Nova Scotia Duck-Tolling Retriever bitch. So getting into the right sort of area now. Be interesting to know if the wind is doing something a bit different down near the water's edge. I think it is, looking at those rushes, and he's found it. She's found it. Now there is a third dummy, which is down to your left, down somewhere near the scoreboard, which means it'll be the Labrador that is sent for this final retrieve. Nice fast outrun. In the area, oh, made an easy job of that. Very nicely done. I think he winded it on his way out. Wind was in his favour. Picked the dummy on the way back. So as I say, on these exercises, the teams can choose which dogs they send for which retrieve, and hopefully if they make the right decision, then they get the best possible score. And again, there's another opportunity to get some points here because we have a couple of bonus retrieves, and again the teams can choose which dog they send for them. So just wait for the judges to confer for the scores for the last exercise, and we'll be doing the bonuses. So sorry folks, I think I got carried away there, jumping the gun. We've still got the other half of the drive to do. So again, if you imagine, we're beating through the other half of this large wood. And it'll be Belgium to pick up the marks first. So here we go, here goes the drive. Birds brought down. To try and mark where these fall. They're sinking into this cover. So that's 4 possible birds down, and we've got 3 dogs to pick them. Team can decide which order they send the dogs. Who's going first? Looks like the toller. Yes, out goes the toller first. Oh, nicely marked. So that is Hina, Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retriever, run by the team captain, Jelle Hoesmans.
You know, it looks simple. When you've got 4 birds down like that, the first dog has got more opportunity of finding straight away. But more opportunity also of swapping birds, because there are other ones there and they can catch scent of them as they come back. But the other thing which strikes me is that you might have a dog that is a really, really high marking dog, and they're going to wait until the last dog to scent. And all of a sudden you've only got 2 down for that particular dog. And not easy. You've got to know exactly where that is if the dog needs help, just to guide him into that area and get him hunted. Like this one. Nice.
So that was really efficient work there by the Belgium team. And now it's the turn of Finland to clear up the blind retrieves from behind the line. So again, choosing the dogs to the best of their ability to try and get as many points as possible.
De laatste had ik niet kunnen volgen, zo snel schoot hem door opeens.
So we've got one out to the right, one out to the left, one straight ahead. So again, this is the sort of thing that happens on a shoot day. You come to the end of the drive, you may not have marked all the birds down, but if you ask the guns if they've got anything down, hopefully they'll be able to give you a rough idea of where the birds are and you can send your dog out. In training, it's something we call learning to hold an area, so you send them roughly in the right direction, get them into the area and then let them hunt. If they don't find and they wander out of the area, you've got to be able to stop them and push them back in there. Here goes the flat coat. This is Finnish champion Sniffin's Lamipalo, 7-year-old flat coat dog, handled by Petri Matinalo. Did some lovely work this morning. Looks like he's swimming out a bit too far. I think it's hard for us to know exactly where this dummy is. I can't see the dog either.
Diep op het water.
Ja, dat is het dan. Just als ze naar beneden gaan, ik denk dat dat ook de reden is waarom dat Jelle deze niet gepakt heeft. En als die ganzen dan op dat water zitten, dat hem...
Hier zat hem direct, je zag hij was direct terug.
Maar dat weten ze niet.
Yes, he's way out in the lake there. So whether he saw, I don't know, something land on the, maybe they're doing fly fishing on the other side, maybe he saw something flick on the water and thought that that's what he should be swimming out to. But here he is, he's back, and hopefully send him down now, right-handed, into the right area. There we go. So I think this dummy is just on the edge of the water. And back to hand.
Anders zijn ik dat vergeten, één had nog bij u. Ah ja, dat is waar. Ja, ik kwam over een paar weken. Actie voor dinnerting en we stonden
So it's the golden going next, down to the left-hand side. This is Finnish champion Facianus Desiree, known to her friends as Pili. Again, it's quite near the water's edge, down not beyond the crop here. It's in the right sort of area, needs to get the right side of the wind, and she's got it.
Ja, dus het was eigenlijk iedere keer hetzelfde. Dus hier gooiden ze eerst dummies. En dan moesten de vinnen eerst sturen. En zullen dan de blinde. Dus je hebt een blinde recht voor u in het water. Dan daar een schuim langs de kant. Dus je hebt eerst geen kapotte vrouw. En dat doe je ernaast. Dan nog een struik ernaast. Daar ligt die ene. Ja, en dan daar.
Bij de reddingsboei. Bij de reddingsboei.
Ah, bij de reddingsboei.
So last but not least will be the Black Lab Brookbank Blackbird, handled by the team captain. Out he goes, down, way down to the right, down somewhere near that life buoy. Nice run out. Lord, made that look simple. Taking a nice line, got the right side of the wind, pick the dummy.
Ja. Ja. We gaan het opgehaald. Ja, voilà. Ja, het gemeen vlees in de winnen neemt. En dan het opgehaald. Dan is het in eentje. Mooi gewacht.
En hebben ze eigenlijk geluk op 2 dagen geluk en we hebben ze gewonnen. Samen aan de goede kant van Frankrijk.
Dat zal wat minder volk en een mooie
We gaan hun aan te kiezen.
Remember, that completes the actual tests for the scores for the teams, but there's bonus points coming in which will add to that team score. But only one dog will run from each team. So it's a bonus points, one dog from each team running for the total team score. The individual scores won't be affected by the bonus. So the dog running the bonus doesn't get those points added to it. I hope that makes sense. It almost does to us here too. But the bonus, as you may have seen before, is for down into each of the corners nearest the stands. And the team can pick which dog will run for the bonus.
En die werd die ene, terwijl dat ik ging nog
Looks like Finland first, is it? No. I think it's Belgium first, isn't it? I'm going all over the place here. Yes. Belgium first. Who are we going to choose? Out at an angle, over the fence, into the corner.
So a lot of pressure on one handler from the team. Which are they going to choose? Looks like the Labrador.
Hij is erop.
Ze zeggen er gelukkig niet te veel van.